Oops. What the fuck? I fucked up!
Raise my hands to the sky, embrace all that I see. All I see is darkness. Now it grows inside of me. Only one chance for the living. Only.
What
Okay,
is
here we are
up
now.
on a Wednesday?
What's up?
And we're finally here at the right time. All right. We made an unannounced showing previous to the intro, so hopefully nobody saw that. Because I was looking down and Gangis was like,
Hey, Kyler, what's up, dude?
what's happening, Kyler? So welcome to an early edition of the Shred, because Brother Gangis has an awesome con to go to this weekend, so he will not be with us. But we are here now to deliver part 2 of this shit salad that we want to call the top 100 metal songs by Rolling Stone.
He saw the pre-intro.
Shh. You're not supposed to say that.
When you're not feeling so good, there's the lazy nipple. It's the lazy nipple song.
Never gets old.
Never. That's what you get, Kyler. Anyway.
Had to get you. Well, at any rate, so before we all go into our next therapy session, let us. Oh, I love it. Let's get right to one quick commercial break from our wonderful brother overseas. As God damn it, I'm just not with it here. Let me try that again. Poison Valley Clothing. Check it out.
All right.
Hell to the motherfucking yeah. If you need a custom horror style or just a badass, I don't know if it grips you, check them out. It's high quality, low cost, fast shipping. So definitely check them out. All right. So thank you to those that have been popping in. Good to see you. Don't be afraid to share it out. Share it everywhere. Share it to your mother. I don't care.
Share it to your grandma. Share it to your sister.
That's right. Share it to your sister. All right. We're going to go ahead and get back to where we left off. Where did we leave off?
I think we left somewhere around 82, which is 80. I think we left off.
Trying to pull it up. Hold on. Trying to get my shit together.
Friggin' website. If they want people to read these goddamn lists, they should at least make it, user friendly and not, add pop ups every 2 seconds.
It's like we know whatever we're talking about sucks fucking ass.
Legit.
So to cover that up, we're going to give you a bunch of pop-ups, and hopefully you'll find that to be more interesting.
Yeah.
That's what I honestly think. I really do. All right, I'm back in. I'm flipping
Yes,
through.
Tyler, I'll send you that link.
Flipping through last
My goodness.
last weekend's awfulness here. Let's
Yeah.
see. Okay, yeah, we skipped over that because no. Okay, we did do White Zombie.
Yeah.
83. That is where we are at.
Okay.
All right. Drinks up, devil's lettuce in the pipe. Let's get rolling.
Absolutely. I'm not familiar with this one, are you?
Extremely familiar,
Okay.
as
I don't know what it
would
is.
Brother Hoofbeast would be too. Fucking Bolt Thrower. One of Britain's greatest death metal bands, probably most popular, and to come out around that time.
Mhm.
So for, the UK to have their version of death metal so soon, that means we were doing something right in Florida. Which also surprises me that they would even mention them because, well, I guess they figured they're like, well, I don't like them. We'll
Mhm.
mention them anyway and put them way at the back.
Yeah.
So they're talking about the song World Eater, which is a
Mhm.
banger of a tune. It says here,
Oh boy.
so it's written by KK. So I'm not sure what to call this one. Usually I have a vowel or something I can work with, but
Mhm.
I'm just going to call him Kiss Kiss. A sober depiction of horrors of war that nonetheless feels like a triumphant call to arms. Bolt Thrower's World Eater is driven forward
Mhm.
by the band's trademark hard charging gallop, which British metal is so known for their gallop. So
For sure.
that's okay. They say that. Let's see here. Meaty riffage.
Okay.
Is it roast beef, chicken, maybe a little turkey, some salami? Meaty riffage. What? Just say it's fucking rifflicious. That's all you
Exactly.
and Carl Willett's subterranean growl. Now, why is it that whenever they talk about growls, at least they're not talking about toilets this time? Because that last fucking list pissed me off so bad.
Yeah.
Subterranean, like he's a fucking brute from underground. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Just say his trademark growl, that it's just that good. Can we just do that? A squealing mid-song solo and a pitiless blast beats only add to the chaos. Now, I'm a drummer. Somebody want to explain to me what the fuck a pitiless blast beat is? Does that mean we're not giving you any pity for all the sweat and rapid heart rate that you're getting during all of that ferocity? It's a bummer. Yeah, exactly. It's like they came out of caves or something.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Because I would love to know where the fuck Taylor Swift came from. Came out of some like troglodyte's asshole. That's what I think. It's like, all right, you fuck with mine, I'm gonna fuck with yours. That's the way it is.
I think beeped it out.
What? Okay, so basically, let me just dumb it down because this guy's obviously a dick fuck.
Yeah.
It just means it's an anthem. It's a very extreme metal kind of anthem. And, they really shine.
Exactly.
Now, of course, he ran out of words, so he had to take a quote from one of the members of the band. But I will say this is the last great thought that this person had was it's a primary example of the British death metal band's heroically uncompromising attitude. There, leave it there. Why do we need a quote?
Yeah.
We don't. That just shows how fucking stupid you are. Moving on.
I'm not familiar with this one either, are you?
Oh, man, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
no, I don't know who this is.
Okay. Everybody rubbers on. 82. I actually feel like this number is a disservice to this
Mhm.
band. In the very early 2000s, we're talking about the year 2000,
Okay.
there was a band of awesome fucking metal women who got together and said, we can hang with the big boys.
Mhm.
And Kitty absolutely delivers. Now,
Nice.
it's one of those things where it's like it was between Kitty and OTEP.
Mhm.
Which way you gonna go? It really kind of it came down to the style of the music. Kitty is a little bit more not like maybe hardcore-ish,
Okay.
as OTEP was a little bit more death driven. So you can go ahead and take this one. The song is Spit,
All
and
right.
Kiss Kiss is back at it.
When Kitty burst onto the metal scene in 2000, the young Canadians, all of whom were between 15 and 18 at the time, were immediately placed on a spiky pedestal due to their status as a girl band, a label that they despised.
Exactly.
Their debut album, Spit, was an endearingly rough-edged blend of thrash, grunge, death metal, alt-rock, and pure adolescent rage.
See, I wouldn't call them death metal, so he already fucked up.
All right, its title track is a murderously heavy proto-feminist anthem. It takes aim at misogynists and lands a kill shot in under 3 minutes. More than anyone else at the time, Kitty understood the power they wielded. And oh look, a quote!
Surprise! Surprise!
You can feel our youth, our anger, all these emotions. Yeah.
What
Okay.
teenager do you know that isn't pissed off? I don't think there's any such thing as a teenager who does not have nothing but fucking rage. So okay, but nonetheless, they touched upon a subject a lot are just now getting to.
That is true.
So it's like, yeah, open your fucking ears, people. This was only 20 years ago, 22, 23 years ago.
Mhm.
It's still not that far back to say that people should have known something about this, the
For sure.
way, women were still being treated. I mean, it was definitely a time of changing, but
Mhm.
it took some time.
Okay. Yeah, no,
And
totally.
they punched it home.
Definitely.
Woo woo, number
All
81.
right.
What?
Are you 81? How can you? If D. Snyder were here right now, he would kick you so hard in the ass that you'd need to call a laryngologist to fish his boot out of your throat.
And you'd be fucking spitting leather for the next month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
How can you do a disservice to a heavy metal icon? Well, I'm not surprised. Let's put it that way. Twisted Sister comes in by Ass Bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Finally gave me the perfect little acronym for the pseudo name. We're talking about Twisted Sister, guys, and the song.
Yes.
Why they had to choose We're Not Gonna Take It, I don't know. Probably because it's been their biggest anthem of all time, and
For
that's
sure.
fine. But they had that whole album was certifiable platinum.
Absolutely.
Everything was a hit. Literally everything. I still will say to this very day that the title track to the album, Stay Hungry, is one of the heaviest fucking songs to come out of the 80s.
Oh,
it
absolutely.
was so good.
No doubt about that.
Not to mention the chorus. I mean, that's a sing-along.
Mm. Oh, for fuck's sake, do you really start this off with a goddamn quote? Wow.
And an NPR quote, mind you.
Oh my goodness.
Those fucks get their hands into everything, don't they? You know what, Kyler? I must agree with you.
Yeah.
I Want to Rock more anthemic than we're not going to take it.
I agree.
But the thing about we're not going to take it though was the first time that it was like that's like the parents' big fuck you from their kids. So
Yeah.
I think that's why they chose this one over that one. But still, it took Twisted Sister a decade of gigging. That's true. 10 fucking years. Oh, I'll do you one better. How many of you know that Lamb of God was tooling around for 10 fucking years before they made it?
Exactly.
We didn't need to point that out.
No.
We didn't. Nonetheless, we're not going to take it, which features the catchiest drum intro since Led Zeppelin's Rock and Roll.
What?
I don't think I would put those two up against each other.
Absolutely not.
Two different arenas, because
yeah, and like
there's some fucks out there that still feel that Led Zeppelin is metal. They're not.
no,
Let me say it again. Not
not.
metal.
Not to mention, like,
They're corporate rock.
yeah, it's kind of catchy, but like it's nothing that exciting.
You're
It's like,
okay. You're absolutely right on that.
and that's it. And I'm like, what?
It's just, I guess it's one of those things that you could say is very recognizable. It's like the moment that little drum riff kicks in, and of course it features everyone's favorite, the cowbell.
Yeah.
Any hoozle. So just stop it. Don't put those two together. Oh no. So, like Gangis had pointed out, they start off with a quote because they're just not very intelligent ass bitch.
No, they're not.
I'm from the Alice Cooper School of Schools Out. I'm 18. All that says is influences.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, that is not what inspired their look.
No,
so if
not at all.
anyone wants to say that, shut up.
No, they got their look because Dee's girlfriend at the time, now his wife, wanted to be a fashion designer, so he started wearing some of the shit she made.
Exactly. And this whole fucking thing is like, I am not even going to read the rest of this because it wants to go on to talk about the PMRC and the satanic panic at the time when government was trying to destroy metal. You know what? You can keep your controversy and shove it up your dick hole.
I swear, anytime anyone mentions
Name is
Beast
ass
Rider,
bitch,
that's all they
so-
talk about. Yes, his stand against the PMRC was fucking badass. But that's his only fucking accomplishment. How about you tell us about the actual song? Why did you put it in the top 100? And why the fuck did you put it at 81?
Again, they need to take your seminar on how to properly write an article about why something would end up on this list. It's like if they're bitching about something, they show up. But if it's like praising something, they're like, I don't really want to, but I'll do it. And like, I'll throw in what I feel, should be in there. And it ends up coming out like a pile of shit.
Yeah. Jeez.
As much as I don't like this next band, really, I don't think that you could put this song because of how popular. I mean, it's a staple from the late 90s. I don't think you could put it at 80.
No.
Chica Marino. We're back. All I need is my fucking hat of bananas.
Yes, it's a great and well-known song, but I don't know if it's the song I would have picked.
I think I see a theme running through here. A lot of the songs they're picking are anthems.
That is true. I don't know. If I had to pick a song by them, I'd pick Chain from Queen of the Damned, but that's just me.
Well, I hate to say it, that song right there makes them not metal. So that's probably why they chose this one, because the panty dropping era of them didn't start until then. So if it started with Shove It, then I could see them going either way. But you know, and one more thing to add before we read this fucking drivel from bullshit. Yes, it's written by BS. Sounds like bullshit to me.
Agreed.
You know, a side note for all you Metallica fans, while D. Snyder was kicking the living shit out of the government on those little fucking meetings they had, there was no James Hetfield or Lars Ulrich.
Nope.
Fighting for rights.
Nope.
I just had to throw that in there.
Oh, for
Everybody
sure.
says that shit to this day, and I think it's hilarious.
It is hilarious. All right. Shove It served as the lead single from Deftones' sophomore album, Around the Fur. What the fuck kind of an album title is that, by the way?
Do you remember the "We're Gonna Murder Someone, Take the Body, and Go to the Moon" song that they had?
Right.
Same album.
They're on something. Gotcha. Not only would it become the band's breakthrough hit, but also come to define the sound of nu metal for decades to come. When did we start talking about Korn? Because we're not.
See, I don't even classify Korn as nu metal either.
I don't think these guys are either. Not really.
No. As a matter of fact, they started out as a hardcore band also.
Yeah.
Nu metal to me is Limp Bizkit.
Blech. I could go
Some
with that.
people would even say Linkin Park because of all the blending, but at least they had talent.
Exactly.
There's not a lot of nu metal bands, you know, but yet everyone wants to keep talking about those early 2000s. Good luck calling Marilyn Manson that, because he came out around the same time.
Yeah. It's a master class in tension building with pulsing guitar underneath Chino Moreno's quiet, loud performance. How the fuck do you have a quiet, loud performance?
I think they're referring to his soft vocals, and then suddenly he would just turn into the fucking Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
Which I thought was working for the guy.
Oh my goodness. And at a time of raw anger in the genre, Deftones led the pack with smart, complex lyrics. And then we have a lyric quote, which isn't that impressive. That made songs like this dynamic and revelatory, as they were deeply appealing at full volume. Well, I mean, at least bullshit told us why he picked the song.
I mean,
poorly written as all
I'll
hell.
give him that, but not really. You know, Kyler. Yeah. We're talking about, let me read this real quick, just because I know they decided to use it, but still. The shade is a tool, a device, a savior. See, I try and look up to the sky, but my eyes burn.
What's so amazing about it?
Gives you an idea about the song.
Yeah.
But I guess that's his way of saying shove it to the Christians.
I guess so.
I can get with that.
Excuse me. All right.
Oh, then see.
Got my balls to the wall. Come on.
It's not a bad song, but
no.
Metal?
Absolutely
this
not.
was hard rock at best.
Exactly. And the list title is 100 Greatest Heavy Metal Songs. That is not metal.
It's like everybody during that time was like, they're wearing leather. They have studs on their jacket. They're wearing studded wristbands and collars and, you know, belts and shit. That doesn't make you metal. That could be a drag show and a good one. You know? So, you know, and I'm totally fine. I mean, I have nothing but love for the metal of Germany.
For sure.
This just wasn't the best
No,
that they could have produced. The
no.
Scorpions were much better.
Agreed.
So we're going to skip that.
Yep.
Ass bitch. What? Converge is so heavy. Why put them at 78? I would say top 40.
Agreed.
Concubine by Converge 2001. This was right around the same time as the Pioneers. Or I should say that they were right along with it, of metalcore. But it was good metalcore.
Mm-hmm.
This is before it got so whiny and, you know. But, of course, they got to put them way the fuck far back. Converge burst into taboo territory in Concubine? Why is it taboo? Why can't we talk about it?
I don't know.
It ain't taboo. Maybe to you, because you don't like it and you suck.
Fucking normal.
It says making brutalist metalcore noise from the wreckage of a dysfunctional relationship. That makes for a good metal song no matter what the genre.
Exactly.
Come on. The song is only 80 seconds long. So what? Why'd you pick it then?
Yeah.
Gods. Yeah.
Is 80 seconds really enough to make a top 100 song?
No. It's like they were having a contest with, let's say, early punk bands like the Ramones, Black Flag, on their songs were, but at least their songs were like a minute 20.
Exactly. Well, 80 seconds is a minute 20.
Whoops. All right. So my previous statement was correct, and then I got fucked up on the end. Yet that's all Converge needs. They put need instead of needs. I don't understand that. To make Concubine a blueprint for the raging emotional catharsis of their 2001 classic Jane Doe. Now, at that point, they're referring to the album.
Yeah.
Of course, they didn't really set you up for that.
No, of course not.
The band started in Massachusetts hardcore punk scene. Hello! Didn't I say that? They are a heavier version of metalcore, because metalcore was never meant to be what it is today.
Yeah.
That's why these bands stood out amongst all the other crap that was going on at the same time. What? But evolved into the metallic mathcore with Jacob Bannon screaming his tonsil frying poetic angst.
What the fuck?
Tonsil frying. Let's get our heads around this, children. Tonsil frying poetic angst. Who's got the definition for that? I agree, Kyler. Although I'm still hanging.
What the hell?
That is the lamest way to describe somebody's vocal ability I have ever had the misfortune of reading.
And we've read some pretty bad ones, but that is, you can't beat that. That's horrible. I don't even want to finish reading this one.
I'm probably not going to, because it goes right into
Jesus Christ, really? What the fuck are they doing on the metal list? No.
Well, apparently Wrinkle Sissy just doesn't know how to write a good article. Wait a
Of
minute.
course, this one's by JDC. I see. Okay.
Yes, JD's protege.
Yeah, why the fuck is Soundgarden on a heavy metal list?
You know, just because they were a heavier grunge band doesn't make them metal.
Exactly.
Was Chris Cornell screaming at an all-time fantasticalness? Yes.
Yeah.
But it still isn't enough to classify them as metal. Moving on.
Moving on. Ooh, we got a good one.
Well, but it's 76 though? Come on!
Yeah, no, that needs to be way fucking higher up on the list.
This is yet again, see, we see this trend of putting legends in the back.
Exactly.
The real legends.
Mm-hmm.
The good ones, not the suck-ass ones. Bet you're there at the front.
Exactly. Finally, some fucking Swedish black metal, though. About time.
You know?
I feel like it's that genre just doesn't show up enough on any list.
No. And it's like everybody oogles and ogles over Norway. Yes, Norwegian black metal bands are legendary, but
Sweden.
We're talking about 1988 Bathory here.
Yes.
They could do it too and did it long before Norway.
Exactly.
Dumbasses. I could only imagine if Rolling Stone ever tried to do a documentary on black metal.
Oh my goodness.
And of course, this is Kiss Kiss, so I'm going to go ahead and leave this one with you.
Oh boy, and it is a real
It's a stinker.
Bathory were trailblazers of the Swedish black metal scene, and A Fine Way to Die from 1988's Blood, Fire, Death shines darkly at their finest moment. The lo-fi bloodthirstiness and shivery solos that define the band's early sound are front and center, and yet you can already hear them pushing past the style they just invented to create the bombastic Valhalla-bound sound known as Viking metal.
Now, see, they helped basically shape two genres of metal. I bet you Amon Amarth themselves would credit them as an influence.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt about it. It is a hybrid beast that spins together the best of Bathory into an 8-ish minute epic that manages to transcend a genre it's only just defined.
And you know, there ain't fucking nothing wrong with that.
No, definitely not. But lo-fi bloodthirstiness and shivery solos, there's something wrong with saying that.
Absolutely. I mean, I get it. Shivery as in, ooh, you got goose pimples over it. I hope that's what he meant.
Oh my God.
But definitely not 76 material.
Oh my God.
We're just not gonna talk about this. What the fucking Rolling Stone? Stop jerking off in a mirror and saying you're mommy's little boy, and really start looking at metal in the correct way. Skid Row does not belong.
Absolutely not.
And of course, it's written by Ass Bitch.
Of course.
So I bet you were masturbating in a tutu while you were at it.
Yeah. No.
At 74?
Apparently.
Seriously. Another legend gets pushed back into the back row. Obituary this far back? We're like talking about some serious metal here.
Yeah.
And the song is appropriately titled Chopped in Half, which is what I want to do to Kiss Kiss.
Exactly.
God damn it. And of course, in true RollingStone.com fashion,
Mm.
it has kicked me out and I must go back in.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
You want me to take this one?
Absolutely.
I know you'd be more than happy to take the next one, so I'll do this one.
Okay.
Obituary delivered peak death metal in its true warts in all glory.
Oh, you just didn't.
Yep,
Just for that, your balls are now cut.
I agree. On their second album, 1990's Cause of Death, the Swamp Grown Floridians refined their sound a little from their earliest splatters, but kept the oozing grooves, southern swagger, sporadic speed, and pummeling riffs.
Okay, that's kind of
Jesus
cool.
Christ.
It's swamp metal is a term that
Yeah.
is synonymous in Florida. The guys from Doomsday Rejects also consider themselves to be swamp doom metal.
Yeah.
So that's fine, but oozing grooves,
Yeah.
they're not a sexually transmitted disease.
Exactly. Vocalist Donald Tardy has said it was the album that really started kids to realize what two words meant when they said death metal. And its crowning jewel, the bloodily anthemic Chopped in Half, is the platonic ideal of 90s death metal, an impossibly heavy bass-driven, thrash-infested ode to literally chopping a guy in half. Bleed.
I mean, who hasn't had the thought to want to do that?
Exactly.
Or wish that upon someone? Guys and gals out in Three Witches Land, listen, death metal's not pretty. It's not gonna talk about anything that isn't gonna make either you think or your flesh crawl. That's just the way it is. That's what death metal was built on. But seeing as they stuck a legend like Obituary at 74, I wonder where they rank death.
I don't know. Maybe we won't even find out. How fucked would that be?
Which will absolutely make me want to shit mounds. Oh, you sons of bitches at 73.
Jeez.
And
why that may have been a phenomenon, and everyone and their brother knows what you say after you say do. But that is far from their best song, and this is supposed to be greatest heavy metal songs. It is not their best fucking song.
Never will be.
You have to tell these people.
It never will be.
Never.
There's not a single person I know globally that will say Du Hast is their favorite Rammstein song. The only ones that do is the ones that's the only song they know.
Exactly. I know so many people though who I'll be like, "Oh, do you listen to this band?" And they're like, "I don't think I've ever heard of them." And I'll just go, Du Hast, Mitch. And they're like, "Oh, that band." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Well, that just means they never dug any deeper.
Yeah.
It didn't move them. See, the rest of us were moved when the band's namesake song was introduced in 1995. But even though if Du Hast was the first song you heard, how could it not be followed up by Engel?
Exactly.
It was like their second biggest hit off that record. But yet Du Hast is the one everybody clenches their tits to.
And I don't know why.
This even starts out unbelievably horrible. Get ready to wrap your minds around this. Grab your favorite vice of choice and get ready for therapy. Thudding and Dancy, Rammstein's 1997 single was an unlikely global breakthrough in the new metal era.
Did Hoofbeast write this?
Somebody let him out.
On it.
And again, until your
Yeah.
head smashes through your asshole down to your ankles. And then you're looking up at your headless body going, what the fuck did I just do wrong?
Exactly.
I said it once. I will say it again. God damn it. German industrial metal.
New Deutsche Harte. That is what they
I'll
are.
even allow a goth reference. That's fine.
Sure, they can be goth. That's fine.
Because in the goth scene, Rammstein was just as synonymous.
Exactly.
Because they had that techno-ish industrial feel,
Yeah.
but they made it cool and enjoyable.
And heavy.
It was extremely heavy. So much that I'll tell you what, I go on YouTube and Google any kind of like Rammstein guitar playthroughs. There's literally millions of metal guys of all types.
Oh, yeah.
Playing those covers and not just that one.
No.
I might
Not
add.
just that one. All of them.
They go on to say, as written by Bullshit, it would lead to millions of teens learning at least one German phrase if they didn't sprechen Sie Deutsch already.
Jesus
This
Christ.
just tickles my taint even more. The Industrial Jam has a goth rave edge to it. What is a goth rave? Somebody tell me.
I think they just mean, goth club music, but, like, they didn't word that very well.
No, because
No.
goth clubs are dark, dismal basements.
Yeah.
That make you feel like you are truly living in a coffin, and I love it.
Absolutely.
Always will. With its stomping beat and a couple of techno breakdowns in the back half.
I don't know if I would call those techno breakdowns.
That's just the oons, 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 oons.
It doesn't drop. It's not a
Tiny
breakdown.
minds. Guitarist Ricard Kruspe would note that the song is about loyalty, specifically the type of matrimony-like commitment the band made to one another.
And the fact that they're also saying, I hate you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, what band doesn't have those moments?
Exactly. Oh,
Yet,
for fuck's sake.
Everybody attributed it to being in a relationship. Well, they almost kind of go hand in hand. A relationship is a relationship.
Why? I don't know if y'all heard it, but it's horrid.
Oh, yeah. I'm really sick of this because I honestly think I know there are millions of Lizzo fans out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually bravo for her attempt at singing that song.
Didn't enjoy it. But
do you know another band that attempted to sing or play a Rammstein song and got fucking booed? Yeah, it was Metallica.
Exactly.
I mean, just because you're in Germany, people, and you know that Rammstein is like the Beatles of Germany, that doesn't give you a free card to sing one of their songs.
No.
And it's funny that they follow it up with, it's as catchy as it is hard, with a shocking mass appeal. I gotta move on. This is horrible.
Yeah.
Oh! Well, thank you for at least putting them a little bit, just a tad, a little higher up. You fucking bastards.
Yeah. Napalm Dust would be way fucking higher up.
These are pioneer bands from a time.
I'm almost starting to
think
think
extreme metal.
I'm almost starting to think, if we swap the first and last half of this list, maybe it'd be better.
I guarantee it.
Jeez.
Ah.
All right, napalm deaths you suffer. Boiled grindcore down to its primordial, unrestrained id.
Just say they pioneered the genre.
Yeah. The track comes off British band's 1987 debut Scum and its Guinness record-setting 1.316 second runtime. Started as a joke, but became a perfect distillation of the nihilistic jumble of sneering hardcore punk fury and manic thrash speed that animates the grind's best moments, while its four-word lyrics are a Quicksilver something to the heartbreaking futility of existence. That is the most difficult sentence I've ever had to say. Holy shit on a shingle.
Payon.
Oh, and then we have a quote from Opeth. Why?
Which has nothing to do with
No.
the band.
No.
So we're not going to read it.
No.
It's pointless.
For fuck's sake.
We're talking about a band that pioneered a genre that nobody thought would ever catch on, and that's grind fucking core.
Exactly.
Grindcore or just grind. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Fuck. And this was coming out in 1987 out of fucking Britain.
Mm-hmm. Definitely not where we would expect that to come from.
Here's another injustice.
Yep.
How the fuck can you put Mastodon at 71?
I don't know. That's ridiculous.
Knowing full well that right now in current times, I don't know when this list was created, but
This
they
year.
sure as shit got it wrong.
Yeah, this list just came out like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, and
Mm-hmm.
you put Mastodon, who just released a fuck of a good album,
Mm-hmm.
and stick them at 71, knowing full well that they have been ripping it up since, but probably actually before 2004. They are 23, 24 year veterans of metal.
Exactly. This is bullshit.
Let them out again. They must be destroyed.
I absolutely agree.
And if you were right in front of me, I would tell you to get in the fucking corner
Mm-hmm.
while I whip
Wow.
you with a switch.
Jeez.
Mastodon had already decided they wanted to do a concept album about water, in contrast to their debut LP. So this is their second record they're talking about. When drummer Bran Daler picked up a copy of Herman Melville. Why is this important?
I don't know.
What does it have to do with the song? What the fuck does it have to do with the song?
Exactly.
Damn, that felt good. I haven't said that in a long time, and I just had to do it.
For sure.
Moby Dick your ass.
Agreed.
Who cares if that's what influenced the record?
Yeah.
I mean, sure, it's kind of creepy. You could be, trudging along water, and then all of a sudden, big old fucking water beast shows up. Sure, that's fine. Who cares? It gave us a fucking banger of a song. Literally.
This entire write-up is just what the song's about and a quote. We don't get a single thing about the goddamn song.
Exactly. They just want to talk about the fact that
Shit. Oh,
everybody, Lily.
Wow.
Everybody, Lily.
Oh, hey, Lily. Okay.
She literally jumped up on my shoulder.
Moving on, and we're still underwater.
Oh, and you know what? The person that wrote that is appropriately titled Dick Fuck.
He is. Yeah, moving on, we're still underwater. I guess we've hit the aquatic section. And why the fuck is this band way down at 70? Come on. Go Jiro.
Just last year had the number
Mm-hmm.
The
What? Oh, Lily.
the number one metal, no, not even just metal, number one selling album in the entire United States.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to
Exactly.
put them at 70? Oh. Oh. Get Humped the Second.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Oh, man. Even though Gojira's Flying Whales contain samples of whales moaning in it.
If you're gonna take a dig at the song, then why didn't you pick a different one?
I mean, seriously.
Fuck.
Around the moody riffs.
Moody.
The singer-guitarist claims he had never even seen one of the great mammals before writing the tune. Nevertheless, this highlight from the band's breakthrough LP, From Mars to Sirius, became one of metal's great environmentalist anthems. That is all you had to say.
Mm-hmm.
It is no secret that Gojira are just fucking warriors for the world.
For sure.
What's wrong with that?
Absolutely nothing. And then we have some bullshit and a quote.
I mean, it's...
Oh, you want the next one, Reaper. They made him 69.
You want to know? It actually kind of warms my heart, and I think it's also a little bit of a joke. Maybe, I don't know if they did their homework, but, everyone thinks that 666 is the devil's number, but it's actually 9. And Merciful Fate comes in at number 69, and I'm probably about to crush my phone into the ground because Ass Bitch is the one who wrote this, which means it's going to be trash.
Oh, no.
We're talking about the song Evil off of Melissa, one of the best.
Mm-hmm.
The whole album is a banger, but it is by far one of the best tracks off the record. And we're talking about a record that never got played on the radio. So guess what? Oh, so we start off with a lyric. Big surprise, the fucking tiny fucking brains.
Yeah.
I was born on the cemetery under the sign of the moon. King Diamond belts at the top of his... Wait. At the top of Evil. The opening salvo of Merciful Fate's first LP was not their first LP. Oh, their first LP was fucking the beginning.
Wow.
No.
Now you can't even get your facts straight? Come the fuck on.
Oh, I love it. I love it because most people don't realize that the king has been laying down the word of Satan since 78.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch.
Wow.
Wow. He says, with those lyrics, King's glass-shattering screams and the band's assertive riffing,
Okay.
the tune lived up to all the rumors that surrounded the band. King's mic stand was a cross of human femurs. He sang to a skull named Melissa. And scariest of all, his richly satanic lyrics were delivered with liturgical solemnity. Was any of that important?
No, not at all.
No. It's got nothing to do with the song.
Mm.
That is just talking about...
Lily, you're just all over him tonight.
She's missing Mama too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Merciful Fate were a band that could compose as skillfully as they could shock, showcasing groove, ornate melodies, and masterfully timed dynamics that complemented King's terrifying tale of necrophilia. That is not what the song is about. I am moving on.
Agreed.
You get it wrong that many times, shame on you. And why the fuck would they put Van Halen at 68?
I
They're a
don't
party
know.
band. Ow.
Are
She
they
bit me.
really? Are they really metal? They're not.
They are a hard rock party band. Everyone
Yeah.
knows it.
They're not metal. So
No. Skip.
Skip.
Absolutely.
Why did you pick that?
Oh, wow.
I can't believe they picked that song. First of all, I don't think they should have, but second of all, I'm shocked they didn't pick Freak on a Leash. Because seems like their whole thing here is they pick the most popular song, not the best song.
We're talking about Korn.
Yeah.
And the song they chose was Blind.
Yeah.
At number 67.
First of all, JW is way bigger up there, but
I mean,
that song.
I guess it is kind of like a staple for them because everyone, as soon as they start hearing that bell of the cymbal, that it was their first hit. It really was.
Yeah.
So it's Rolling Stone and they only know hits.
Yeah.
I'll let you take it because I know this is going to be horrible.
Oh, of course. It was written by bullshit. So, of course, it's going to be bad. Originally written for Jonathan Davis's band Sex Art, Blind would not only introduce the world of Korn, but help usher in the reign of nu metal. The lead single off the band's debut album is full of twists and turns. Each musical and vocal choice feels like a shock. Davis's tense vocals veer wildly between strained restraint to feral screams. Beneath his vocals is a sound that is both groovy and full sludge heavy, but informed by the grunge and rap that were dominating the scene at the time. No, are you ready? And music has ever been asked with more necessity and intensity. Oh, my brain.
So really, and I know this would be just mind-blowing, if no one has ever heard that song before, which I know that's impossible.
Yeah.
Did you really learn anything about it as them saying it's full of twists and turns? Each musical and vocal choice feels like a shock. Really?
Really?
So you're equating it to being tased?
Apparently. Nice.
I mean, that's great and all,
Wow.
but that still doesn't say shit.
No, it doesn't.
Moving on.
Not metal.
Okay, so out of the big 4 or 5 at this particular moment in metal history, Quiet Riot was the band that late great guitarist Randy Rhoads started in. So if we're talking about like the Ozzy Osbourne version of metal, they fit right in. Yeah. Problem is they're not legendary. Is it an anthem? Bang your head? Abso-fucking-lutely. Do I want to talk about it? No.
No.
Only because we're talking about, guys, a list of top 100 metal songs.
Exactly.
And King's X at 65 doesn't count.
No, absolutely not. Black number 1 at 64? Ah!
I'm in shock.
I'm in shock. How dare you, first of all, pick that fucking song?
The audacity.
Agreed.
The audacity.
But how fucking dare you put Typo at 60 fucking 4?
I'm serious. This makes me want to vomit.
Yeah. Oh my. Oh Jesus.
Oh, it's written by Kiss Kiss. God damn it.
Uh-huh.
This is gonna be bad.
It's bad. It's bad. Do you want me to do it?
Which is less painful?
I don't know.
Despite the pitch black nature of their doom-powered composition, doom-powered people.
Okay.
Never heard that one before. Holy shit. Brooklyn Mope Metal Kings.
Mope metal?
My brain has just been eviscerated. They just called a legend of fucking doom metal mope metal.
I get some of their shits, you know, it's gothy and kind of depressy, but like mope metal? What the flying fuck is that?
Hashtag mope metal up your fucking ass.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Typo negative, and they're towering. Okay. Towering vocalist Peter Steele, like they never saw anyone his size before.
Seriously.
Never watched WWF back in the day, WWE. Come on.
Yeah.
Anyway, loved a good joke.
Who gives a fuck?
What does this have to? Oh my goodness. Their first major single, 1993's Black Number One, is a classic case in point. Oh, I see what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're tying this to narrated by Steele in his rich, velvety baritone purr. He ain't no cat, goddammit.
No.
He's a fucking Black Panther. That's what he is. It sends up all the schlockiest goth tropes with studied seriousness, from Nosferatu to Lily Munster, set to a grandiose soundtrack of harpsichord, thrumming bass, and roll-licking rock riffs.
What the fuck? And thrumming bass? That is not the word I'd pick. How about thudding?
Yeah. Considering he
or
fucking
something.
slinged an upright bass, which is almost as tall as him,
Yeah.
around his neck on a dog chain.
Exactly.
Roll-licking rock riffs. What roll are we talking about? Jelly?
Oh,
Cinnamon? Apple?
I hope it's cinnamon. I like cinnamon rolls. Anyway.
I do too, but that doesn't describe the fucking riff at all. What the fuck does that have to do with the song? Typo negative took it to the nth degree. You had to take everything with a pinch of salt, recalled Greg McIntosh of Typo tour mates Paradise. I'm done. Let's move on.
Legit.
Blue Cheer at 63 being called metal. Fuck you.
Absolutely not. Jeez. Do you think we should leave it off there, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
62 doesn't even make sense. Guys, this was by far the most tragic section of this list.
it can't. I'm a jinx. It can't possibly get worse.
Well,
How could it?
A good thing that we did was we prefaced this list with, we told you it was gonna be awful. And we weren't lying.
No, not at all.
I just can't believe how bad it's gotten.
It's horrible.
It was like a good horror flick, you know, some little twists and turns. They threw some shit on there that wasn't metal. And
I shouldn't have
then
kept scrolling. I shouldn't have scrolled a little bit more.
See, that's why I don't scroll ahead, because I want to give it my absolute all when I see what comes up, because it's like we haven't even made it out of the 60s on this list, and it's just atrocious.
On that note, I think that's enough for one night. Holy crap.
Woo!
Wow. Make sure everyone tune in Sunday night with Reaper. I'm telling everyone to tune in Sunday for you and Hoofbeast talking about Pantera. And make sure you keep your eyes peeled on Friday for the new Iron Serpent song.
Saturday.
I don't even know what day it is right now. Shut up.
That's okay. Yes, that's right. The new single from Iron Serpent comes out on Saturday on all major streaming platforms. The Gods Weep. If you like a good tale of struggle and loss, this is the one for you.
Absolutely.
And let's not forget tomorrow night, joining me on the Underground for the very first time is the awesome Megatron monolith known as Gravehuffer.
Hell yeah.
So it is by far going to be a good one.
Absolutely.
So as you're grabbing your emotional support plushie, I say plushie because it's whatever you have available. I have my cats, so I'll... I mean, we all need some therapy after this. Grab some ice cream as well. Any kind of snacks you got, maybe some bourbon, some devil's lettuce. And remember that no matter what, we all have to stay heavy.
Riding in this wasteland, left us some bleached bone.